We have interrupted this song on 96.9 The Bull to bring you local high school sports on 96.9 The Bull.
Good evening and welcome to Waukee as we bring you high school basketball, a doubleheader on 96.9 FM. I'm Trent Conn, glad to have you aboard with us. It's the Battle of Purple tonight as the Johnston Dragons come to town to take on the Waukee Warriors. Two games here this evening. We'll kick things off on the girls' side where the number one ranked Johnston Dragons come to town at another undefeated season underway for the Dragons as they come in with a perfect 11-0 season under their belts to this point. Waukee looking to change the tide here tonight in game one and pull off a big upset as the Warriors come in with a 3-8 record on the year. On the other side, on the boys' side of things, should be a good one there as Waukee is ranked number 4, 9-2 on the season, led by senior Evan Jacobson, who has put together a great season. The big man in the middle, future Texas A&M Aggie on the football field. Jacobson leading the way at 14 points per game. He'll go up against a Johnston team that is certainly starting to find their footing a little bit at a number of scores, coupled with a great defense with Courtney Henderson that comes up here in game number 2. Let's take a look, though, first at the girls' side of things and kick it off with our spotlight players in this one, starting with the Johnston Dragons, as it will be Jenica Lewis. Lewis in her senior campaign, boy, I feel like we've been watching her play for a long time. Lewis, though, this season putting together an even more impressive performance, taking a little bit more of the scoring load this year, averaging just under 23 points per game on the year, shooting 35% from behind the three-point arc, leads the team in assists with 39 this season, leads the team with 29 steals, second on the team with 9 block shots, and how about this? Point guard handling it as much as she does, averaging just over 1 turnover per game. Impressive senior year for Jenica Lewis. For Waukee, well, it is some growing pains out there with some youngsters out there, but Samantha Rice has been playing tremendous. Now as an upperclassman in her junior campaign, third on the team in scoring. She is doing it in a myriad of different ways, including filling it up from the outside. She leads the regulars, shooting 35% from behind the arc, 17 three-pointers on the season, and hit a big one last week for Waukee as they try to pick up another win here in this one. Take a look at the starting lineups for this one. Let's start with the visitors on the scoreboard. They'll be wearing their black uniforms here this evening. The Johnston Dragons, 11-0 on the year, and they will go like this. Starting with the aforementioned Jenica Lewis, the senior, who comes into this one 37 three-pointers on the season, shooting 35.6% from behind the arc. She's joined in the starting lineup by Kelly Kolb, a sophomore who is shooting 51% from the floor and shooting well from behind the arc. Out of the regulars, she leads the team 40.8% from behind the three-point arc. Great shooting for Kolb so far this year. Ariana Phillips is playing as a junior wearing number 14. She'll get the start tonight. Third on the team in scoring this season. Maria Dixon, another junior, in the starting lineup, and Adea Phillips, a couple of Phillips in the lineup here, another junior, shooting 59% from the floor on the season and leads the team in offensive rebounds this year with 29 on the season. On the other side for the Waukee Warriors, they will go like this, starting with Martin Zalo, their leading scorer on the season, 153 points on the year, just averaging over 14 points per contest, 18 three-pointers also on the season for Zalo on the year. Also in the starting lineup here tonight, it'll be Samantha Rice. We talked about Samantha, the junior, 17 three-pointers on the year, third in scoring overall with 86 points this season. Natalie Sitzman also in the starting lineup, a senior. Sitzman leads the team with 42 assists at the point guard position on the year. We'll check on the final two starters of this one. There's been some shuffling of the lineup to this point for Waukee. We'll get those final two starters for you here in just a moment as the teams get ready for the playing of our national anthem. A doubleheader basketball, we got you covered both on the audio side and on the video side. Our video streaming tonight on CISN. You can find it on YouTube. Just search up CISN TV, or on the radio side here tonight on 96.9 FM. Trent Condon here with you. Glad to have you aboard with us with the whole crew with CISN TV. We'll take a quick time out for the playing of our national anthem. We'll come back on the other side. This is high school basketball on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
It's the Start Something New sales event happening now at DeArmond Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ames, Iowa. Take up to $13,000 off new 2026 Ram 1500s with Conquest Cash or 0% for 60 months. 2025 Ram Heavy Duties, over $12,000 off MSRP on select units. And on all new Rams, receive best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And 2025 Wranglers, up to $10,000 off with Stellantis loyalty. DeArmond Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Ames, Iowa.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
Schools, offices, stadiums, critical services, and more. Talk with us. Tell us your vision, and you'll see and feel the difference of having the Graphite team with you every step, brick by brick, beam by beam, and play by play. And the beam is up. This isn't a field goal. You mean like it's a touchdown? Graphite Construction Group. Graphite Construction Group. We build it better. So, Russ, what do you do in the offseason? We don't have an offseason.
Joined by Dr. Heidi Bell with Elite Eye Care. It's football season. Concussions always a big topic.
This year, 2 to 3 million sports-related concussions will occur, and about half of those go unreported. 2 out of every 10 high school students will suffer a concussion. The most important part is following through with your doctor, but the recommendations are different than they used to be. At Elite Eye Care, we can diagnose and treat the post-concussion visual symptoms that typically exist.
That's Dr. Heidi Bell with Elite Eye Care, with locations in Waukee, 2 in Ankeny, and the newest location in Norwalk. For Elite Eye Care.
When change and uncertainty define the times, it's good to anchor to your roots, to honor and nurture them, to remember how it all started, and let that help build the future. Because we know a strong future is built on a solid past, and that past promises mean future follow-through. You can trust us to protect what you grow, build, own, and value. Trust in tomorrow with Grinnell Mutual.
Welcome back once again to Waukee High School basketball. Trent Condon here with you this evening as we count down to tip-off between the Waukee Warriors playing host to the Johnston Dragons, ranked number 1 in the latest rankings from the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. We'll take it down to the court side, and Rodley Tomlinson has the call with the call of the starters.
11 senior, number 10, Jenica Lewis. At guard, standing 5'9", a junior, number 14, Ari Phillips. She's a junior guard at 5'9", number 20, Dea Phillips. At guard, the 5'11" sophomore, number 22, Kelly Allman. And at 5'7", a junior guard, number 24, Mariah Dixon. Your assistant coaches for the Dragons, Stephen Deline, Brad Buchan, Mark Smith, and Christine Wolford. Your head coach is Jack Schilling. And now, the Waukee Warriors starting five. At guard, the 5'4" senior, number 1, Natalie Sitzman. At 5'7", a junior guard, number 4, Sammy Rice. At forward, standing 5'11", a sophomore, number 22, Olivia Baker. She's a sophomore, a 6'2" forward. She wears number 24, Julia Van Buren. And at forward, the 5'10" senior, number 44, Marin Salo. Assistant coaches are Jared Brinty, Cassie Chubb, Savannah Number, and Pete Beacon. Your head coach for the Warriors, Annie Franklin Brinty.
There you go, the starting lineups as we are ready for tip-off here. It is Waukee playing host to Johnston, the number 1 Dragons. Bring that long winning streak here to town, 11 this season. Different look, but one remains, and that is Jenica Lewis out there. We've seen certainly the Phillips sisters last year. They were part of the state championship team as they look to add another one, but perhaps a little bit more depth overall in Class 5A this season, though the Dragons are 11-0 on the year. Certainly Dowling Catholic has put together an outstanding season and might have a little bit of a change. We'll see. Johnston remains at the top, though, as they get ready for this one. Waukee will go with Zalo, Van Kuren, Rice, Baker, and Sitzman in the starting lineups. Lewis, called Phillips, and Dixon, your starting 5 on the other side. And Johnston will win the opening tap as Lewis brings it quickly into the front court, into the corner. Around the perimeter they go, over to the right side, and Lewis deep out of the right wing. She drives, scoops up a left-hand layup, and gets it to go. The finger roll finds the mark for Jenica Lewis, and a hot start for the future Irish, Notre Dame Fighting Irish, Jenica Lewis, who made her commitment here a few weeks back. Ball tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with Waukee as the Warriors get their opening possession of the ball game. Looking to eat a little bit of time here, keep the possessions low against this solid Johnston team. Play with a lot of speed and athleticism out on the perimeter. Out on the left side, it's the sophomore Van Kuren. She gets cut off. Drop back to Rice. Rice, couple of dribbles into the corner, working against pressure, looking for some help. Threw it near the backcourt line. It was deflected. No, it wasn't. Over and back. No tap there by Johnston. It'll go over to the Dragons. 2-0 our score, just underway here in game 1 of 2. This one on the girls' side with Waukee and Johnston. Dragons in their traveling black uniforms with the purple numbers and the white trim. Waukee in their home whites with the purple numbers. Lewis looks to the right side and initiates the offense. Gets it to Phillips, cross court. Lewis, a deep three from the left wing, off the front rim, no good. Offensive rebound, though, secured by Call. Drive attempt cut off from Dixon inside. Oh, good precision passing inside, and the finish for Dea Phillips. Not a ton of scoring for Phillips this year, averaging just over 4 points per game, but gets one early. Here's a shot, count it, and one. 3-point opportunity for Olivia Baker. Baker put her head down, absorbed that contact incredibly well with the bright orange sneakers. Like a couple of traffic cones out there. Worked for that one as she talks it down and got a chance at the 3-point play. Off the back rim, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it's secured. Oh, underneath and all alone was Zalo. Looked like Johnston was going to get that rebound, just threw it out of traffic as she was about to go out of bounds. And we are tied 4 apiece. Here's Lewis going to work. Look inside, good pass. Double team comes, drops it out, 3-point attempt. That one off the back iron, no good from Dixon. And here comes Waukee the other way, quickly ahead. They push into some trouble as Rice. Ball loose and it goes into the hands of the Dragons. Here comes Johnston the other way, quickly ahead is Dixon, back to Lewis. A deep three, back rim no. Offensive rebound for Call. She'll try a 3-pointer. That one missed everything. Another offensive rebound, though, for the Dragons. And we're going to get a stoppage. Back over on the sideline. Officials talking things over. So 31 on the shot clock. 5:50 to play here in the opening quarter. Tied up at 4 with Waukee and Johnston. They'll go inside with the Dragons. And it's a travel. Shuffle the feet before getting the dribble down. A turnover against Dea Phillips. And we'll go back the other way. 4 apiece with 5:42 to play. Johnston showing some full court pressure as they inbound to Rice. Rice had it stolen away. Johnston with the ball, trying to regain the lead. A reach and a foul just into the game for Waukee. Natalie Sitzman, check that. It's called for the foul.
Natalie Sitzman, her first.
And the first team foul whistled against Waukee here in the opening quarter. Johnson with the ball. Lewis in the corner, tried to throw it amongst a bunch of legs. It's deflected away and stolen away. Talked about the lack of turnovers for Lewis this year. She tries to get it back and does. The steal, the look ahead, but threw it too far. Back-to-back turnovers from Jenica Lewis. They'll give it back again to Waukee. That full court pressure, though, applying some difficult spots to this point.
Number 3, Susie Scott.
A couple of substitutions into the ball game as Susie Scott, a junior, will come into the game, as will sophomore Abijay Peters. Remain tied at 4 here in the opening quarter. In this CIML matchup between Waukee and Johnston. Warriors with the ball. As Peters pounds the dribble up front. Looks inside for Zalo. Good catch and the finish. Zalo with the bucket. And a lead for Waukee, 6-4. Lewis deep out on the right wing. Goes cross court. Finds in open Phillips for 3. Ring it up. Phillips with the triple. That is just her second of the season. Came in 1 of 12 from the 3-point line, but knocks that one in and look confident with it. Gives Johnston the lead back. Dragons 7-6. Zalo a deep 3. Step back variety. Missed everything, out of bounds. And it'll go back over to Johnston. Substitution in for Johnston. It'll be Kinnitz into the ball game. Zoea Kinnitz making her 6th appearance of the season. As Ariana Phillips will set up the offense for the Dragons here on this possession. Handoff to Kalb. Thought about the 3. Instead goes to Phillips in the corner. She'll try another triple. That one's short and rebounded by Waukee. Cross court taken away. Kinnitz just into the game with the steal. She'll try the transition 3. Missed it, no good. Off the front iron and rebounded by Waukee by Werstein. Quickly again, ahead comes Waukee. Van Kuren pounds the dribble up front. Crosses over, works her way into the paint, spins, scoops it up, no good. Fight for the rebound underneath into the hands of Kinnitz for the Dragons. She looks to push. Lewis on the right wing. She'll try the three. That one no good. Rebounded by Waukee as it's snagged in by Werstein. Quickly the other way, all alone. Can't get the layup though. Scott too strong on the open layup attempt. It remains 7-6 Johnston with 3:20 to play. Phillips looks into the post, going to work. Tap from behind, and we're going to get a reach and a foul. Looks like they're going to get Peters on that one. She thought she had all ball. Second team foul against Waukee with 3:14 left to play in the first. Lewis will trigger. Gets it into Phillips. Alone for a moment. Kinnitz will try another three. This one in and out, no good. Kolb another offensive rebound. She's been a dynamo on the glass so far for the Dragons. Inside, all alone. Can't get the layup to fall. Kinnitz gets another offensive rebound. Dragons been dominated there, but threw it away. Peters with the steal. Here comes Waukee. Zalo thought about the three. Now works the dribble. Picks up on the left side. Look back for Zalo. Good look inside, can't get it. Offensive rebound for Zalo. Goes up again, not this time either, but she's fouled, and she'll go to the line for two.
Johnston foul is on number 22, Kelly Kolb.
So Kolb gets called for the foul, the sophomore. Saw playing time last year as a freshman. As the first free throw for Zalo falls off the rim, no good. Normally a tremendous free throw shooter, came in 89.3% from the free throw line. Zalo will get one more, trying to tie it up. Can't get it to go. 0 for 2 and missed just 3 free throws all year. Misses 2 that time down. Remains 7-6 Johnston. The Dragons work with the basketball. Kinnitz on the right wing, gets a screen. Tries to turn the corner into the paint, picks it up at the free throw line. Drop back to the left side and called. Her step back three-pointer too strong. Offensive rebound from Phillips. She goes up off the left foot, but can't get that one to go, and Zalo finally secures for Waukee. Well, they've hit a bit of a slow stretch here offensively. Teams have gone ice cold. There's Peters, a deep three, no good. Kolb with another rebound. She's got to be 6 rebounds to this point for Kolb. Been the story to this point. Kinnitz hesitates at the elbow, drops back to Lewis. Lewis looking inside. Drop step, left hand, and the finish. Good move in there in the paint for Andernock, the sophomore. Good finish inside, and the lead is 3 now for Johnston. 9-6. 96 seconds to play in the first. Peters across the timeline with the dribble. Gets a screen from Zalo. Spins out of it. Ball tapped loose, but into the hands of Waukee and Van Kuren. 15 on the shot clock as Scott gets it on the right wing. Looks to Zalo in the high post, drops it back. Open triple. That one off the mark from Werstein and rebounded by the Dragons. Here comes Johnston quickly ahead, and it's taken away. Stolen out of there by Scott. She slows things up. Zalo transition three, decided against it, but threw it away. Kinnitz now with the run out, and the left-hand layup is good. Timeout, Waukee. 49 seconds left to play here in the opening quarter. Johnston 11, Waukee 6. We're back with 30 seconds with more high school hoops on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
As the seasons change, so should the colors in your garden and around your home. Nothing says fall like a splash of beautiful colors from the Fall Mums from Good Greenhouses. No one has a larger selection of gorgeous mums or better pricing, with sizes from small pots to large containers that are sure to make the neighbors jealous. For over 118 years, the Good family have grown and sold the best mums in Iowa in a rainbow of stunning fall colors. Come see for yourself, just north of Interstate 80 and only 8 minutes south of Ankeny.
Trent kind of back with you in Waukee. 11-6 our score in the opening quarter of action. Johnston, the top-ranked team in the state against Waukee Warriors, trying to pull off a big upset here. Prove their positioning come regional time, as we're a couple of weeks away from the regional pairings being announced. 5 teams in each of the 8 regions in Class 5A. About a 13-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, but a foul on the reach against Johnston. That one whistled against Dea Phillips, the junior.
Number 20 charged with a foul for the Dragons, her first.
Team foul number 3 whistled against the Dragons as Waukee inbounds. Now the shot clock and game clock about even. Doesn't matter though, as Van Kuren tried to get it to go, couldn't talk it in on the good drive inside. Johnston looking to hold for one final shot. Kennetz gets it in the left corner. Drops it back up front for Dixon. Around the perimeter. Ariana Phillips. Inside look. Double team comes against Andernak. Down to 3. Got to get something up quick. It'll be a Phillips 3 at the horn. No good. We got one in the books here in Waukee. Johnston jumped out to an 11-6 lead over the Warriors as we come back. This is high school basketball on 96.9 and video streaming on CISN TV.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
As Johnston has raced out, some difficult moments early on, but starting to find their footing a little bit as things moved on. It will be Waukee with the opening possession. Van Kuren flips back for Baker. Baker deep out on the right wing for Sitzman. Sitzman with the drive. She goes up and the finish. Natalie Sitzman. Great look ahead from Waukee the other way, and Phillips with the finish. That's Ariana Phillips getting it done quickly. The other way we go, too strong on the layup attempt from Werstein. Here's Kolb. She has it swatted out of there. Good defense out of Julia Van Kuren as the sophomore gets the block shot for Van Kuren. Her 8th of the season, leads the team in blocks so far this year. 13-8. Johnston with the lead and the basketball. Lewis hesitates, goes back to work. Misses a shot off the front rim. Rebound, though, by Phillips. Kolb will line up a 3. Side rimming, no. And rebounded by the Warriors. Werstein will run it across the senior. For Sitzman. Sitzman a bucket a moment ago between the rings. Goes to the left wing and Van Kuren. Van Kuren drive. Double team comes. She's looking for some help. Phillips gets her hand in there, gets the jump ball. And the possession arrow will hand it over to the Dragons. Well, that's what you're going to get out of both Adea and Ariana Phillips. Tremendous on the defensive end of the floor. And you saw it once again in that spot, forcing the turnover back for the Dragons. Look inside for Kolb. Fakes one way, came back the other. Drops out to the left wing. And Dixon. Here's Phillips going to work, spins, tosses it up, and gets the roll. Tough shot there for Ariana Phillips. A score in the paint. Biggest lead of the night for Johnston. Werstein tries to answer with a 3. That one off the rim, no good. And here comes Johnston again. They want to move. Quickly ahead. Banging forward to Phillips in the corner. Phillips with the dribble at the elbow. Lewis, a deep 3 from the right wing. That one missed badly. fight for the rebound. Zalo kept it alive, but into the hands of Johnston, and Dixon gets it back. Here's Phillips on the work. That's Ariana. And we're going to get 2 free throws. Good defense there, but across the arm is the call on Werstein. Werstein, the senior, making her 11th appearance of the year. We'll put Phillips at the free throw line. Rhea Phillips on the year, shooting 69.4% from the charity stripe. Calmly knocks in the first one. One more coming her way. Kinnitz will come back into the game, as will Rice for Waukee. 8-point lead for the Dragons. And make it 9 as the free throw rattles in. 17-8 with 5:44 left to go in the second. Here's a three-pointer from the wing. That one just off the mark from Rice. She came in firing, had a good look at it. Just couldn't talk it in. Lewis crosses over to Kinnitz. Kinnitz from the elbow, back to Lewis. Lewis in the paint, flips it up and in. Jenica Lewis. Good work there for her. And the lead is 11. Quickly the other way, no, but a foul. And to the free throw line for 2 will come Abijay Peters. Peters, a sophomore. Played a bit a year ago as a freshman. As Kolb gets called for the foul, that's her second. And we'll see if they're going to keep her out there or going to go to the bench here. As Peter gets the first and one more to go, Kolb will come over to the bench, and it will be Paige Andernock will come back into the ball game. Off the bench, Andernock this year is actually 4th on the team in scoring, providing some good punch off the bench for this Johnston squad. Second free throw good as well, 19-10. But here's a quick drive and a finish on the other end from Phillips. And a turnover. Kinnitz gets a steal ahead to Lewis. Lewis goes up, and we're going to get a reach and a foul. 2 more free throws as they got Peters on the call. Peters, just her 4th game of the season here tonight. As she starts to get more comfortable with the squad. Came in averaging 7 points per contest. Off the bench so far this season for Waukee. First free throw is good from Jenica Lewis. Lewis on the year shooting 84% from the free throw line. 5:03 left to go as Lewis will get her second free throw. Good as well. Perfect 2 for 2 for Jenica Lewis. And it's a 13-point Dragon lead, 23-10. Threw it into the corner of the front court, nearly taken away, but it's going to stay with Waukee as they couldn't get a handle in it. They threw it to Rice there against that pressure, and that's the last place you want to go against a 3/4 court pressure, is into that front corner of the front court. Double team came, and lucky for Waukee, able to regain possession. Warriors with the ball. Sitzman, the freshman, sets up the offense, and she dribbles at the jump circle. Flips out to the right wing, and Baker. Baker looking for help. Gets it over to Werstein. Return to Baker. Baker on the drive. She'll flip it up. That one off the mark. Rebound by Kinnitz. Kinnitz quickly ahead to Lewis. Lewis with the runner, rolls off, no good. Gets the offensive rebound, no, but a foul. And Lewis is going to go to the line for 2 more. Jenica Lewis, 6 points on the night, second on the team in scoring here this evening. As Ariana Phillips has been the big scorer to this point with 11 in the contest. Lewis 2 for 2 a moment ago. Knocks in the first. One more coming for Lewis back into the game. It'll be Mariah Dixon for Johnston. Comes back in. Dixon made her 12th start of the season earlier tonight, as Lewis gets the second free throw to go. 25-10. 4:20 left to play in the second quarter. Working the dribble up top is Rice. Picks it up though, trying to get it to Zalo, nearly taken away. Leads to a corner 3 from Baker. That one off the mark. Johnston moves it ahead. Here's Lewis into the paint. Picks up her dribble, goes inside. Oh, good fake. And the finish with the left hand for Paige Andernacht. Halfway through the second quarter in Johnston, their biggest lead of the night at 17. 27-10, Dragons. Zalo thought about the three, passes it up as they go to Werstein. Into the right corner is Sitzman. Sitzman cut off for a moment with the drive, continues to back her way in. Here's Rice for three. That one off the mark. Lewis with the rebound, throws it ahead. Kinnitz beats everybody up the floor, and the finish, and we have a timeout. Johnston 29, Waukee 10. Back in 30 seconds with more high school hoops on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
3, 2, action. Wilson Toyota in Ames is unlike any other car dealership in Iowa. At Wilson Toyota, we give you a financially rewarding, time-saving, and stress-free car buying experience. Earning your confidence with a value-oriented customer experience is what thousands of customers have come to understand as the Wilson experience.
She's getting better at this, making me so proud.
Wilson Toyota,
home of the Wilson experience.
Joined by Dr. Heidi Bell with the...
And about half of those go unreported. 2 out of every 10 high school students.
Dr. Heidi Bell with Elite Eye Care, with locations in Waukee.
Kind of back with you as we play in the second quarter. Waukee and Johnston. It's been all Dragons here in the second quarter as they lead at 29-10. Outscoring Waukee in the second quarter 18-4. And the biggest lead of the night. Corner three-pointer from Waukee. That one too strong. Had a good look at it. Couldn't find the mark from Baker, and a reach and a foul on the other end as they're going to get Werstein on the reach for Waukee. That'll be their 14th foul of the second quarter. With 3:06 left to play, and it'll be free throws on the next foul for Johnston. Substitutions into the game for Johnston, including number 33, Emma Gray, a senior, and number 44, Kaya Hood, another senior, getting some run here in the first half for Johnston. Hesitate with the dribble and flip it back for Gray. Gray, couple of triples, goes to Kinnitz on the left wing. Kinnitz screen and roll, turns the corner into the paint, scoops it up with the right hand and the finish. Tough angle for Kinnitz, able to find the mark. 31-10. Johnston continues to build on the lead. Zalo, she wants to drive, throws it up and in. Good finish by Zalo. Marin Zalo with the bucket. She's got 6. 31-12 with 2:22 left in the second quarter. Kinnitz again, had that defense on her right hip. Passes it up to Gray. Had the pull-up, dropped it inside, good feed, but just can't get the bucket inside, just off the mark in there from Hood. Waukee wants to push, 2-on-2 the other way. Zalo, the trailer, can't get the bucket to go, gets the offensive rebound, works a little bit of position, and gets the score. Marin Zalo with 8. 4 consecutive for the senior, 31-14. Reach and a foul. Like maybe bang knees down there as Waukee's Olivia Baker trying to stretch things out a little bit. That is team foul number 5 and the first against Baker. She continues to work on that right knee. To the free throw line for Johnston, it'll be Dixon. Dixon, 85% at the free throw line and makes her first. One more coming for the junior. Substitution as Rice is going to come into the game. And likely going to check on Olivia Baker. Continues to work on that knee. Second free throw off the mark. We've seen missed free throws from some great free throw shooters here so far this evening. Zalo, run the top, works the dribble, into the paint, spins with the left hand, no. Good defense from Andernak, making it tough on him. Here's Kinnitz on the left wing, looks inside Andernak. She goes to town, spins back with her left hand, had it tapped away. It's going to stay with Johnston. With 1:16 left to play in the second, 23 still on the shot clock. As they will inbound. Back to the corner, and Kinnitz for three. She was the inbounder, but can't find the mark. Three-point shooting has been a struggle tonight on both ends. Trying to change that is Van Kuren, but can't. Off the front iron. Rebounded by Johnston, pushed ahead. Are the Dragons inside? Kinnitz had it swatted out of there. Another block shot for Van Kuren, her second of the night. Coast to coast the other way, too strong. Ball goes into the hands of the Dragons. Kinnitz gets it in the front court, flips it back. Zalo got a hand on it. It's going to stay with Johnston. Trying to find inside the feed. But it's tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with Johnston. 29 on the shot clock, 41 on the game clock here in the second. Kinnitz after the inbound gets it back. She'll dribble to the front. To the high post, Andernak. Back to Kinnitz, had it blocked out of bounds. It's going to stay on this end. Good defensive set so far for the Warriors. Johnston trying to build on an 18-point lead, 32-14. Inbounded to Andernak. Some pressure from Zalo. Fight for the loose ball, but Andernak comes out of the pack with it. Not a spot she's normally comfortable. Drops it out to left side. Banked in three-pointer. Dixon hits the three-pointer. 17th three-pointer of the year. And she put her hand over her face, almost in embarrassment. Hey, you'll take it. A night where three-point shooting has not been elite. Now here comes a run out the other way. Kinnitz with 2 on the clock. Gets it to go. And that's how the first half comes to a close. A dominating second quarter out of the number 1 ranked Johnston Dragons as they lead it here over Waukee, 37-14. Well, first half that was a little bit more even scoring than what we're usually used to out of this squad from Johnston. It wasn't just Jenica Lewis, though she had a fine first half with 8 first half points. They were led, though, by Ariana Phillips, who had 11 in the first half. Also, Kinnitz off the bench. She finished with 8 points for the Dragons. Waukee was led in the first half by Zalo, who had 8 herself for Waukee. 37-14 our score at the half. We're going to take a quick timeout. Come back here, get you updated on some other scores from around the area and get you set for the start of the second half. Johnston 37, Waukee 14 as we come back with Urology Center of Iowa halftime report. This is High School Hoops on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
It's the Start Something New sales event happening now at Yarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Knoxville, Iowa. Take up to $13,000 off new 2026 Ram 1500s with Conquest Cash or 0% for 60 months. 2025 Ram Heavy Duties, over $12,000 off MSRP on select units. And on all new Rams, receive best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And 2025 Wranglers, up to $10,000 off with Stellantis loyalty. Yarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Knoxville, Iowa.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V-Plow and Impact Straight Blade. With the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
What if you could make a priceless difference in your community for as little as $5? With the Des Moines Catholic Worker House, you can. For nearly 50 years, the Des Moines Catholic Worker House has given the homeless and low-income community a place to feel welcomed. With your support, we could turn 3,000 free meals each month into 4,000. We could build a brand new warming and cooling center in our future facility. We could provide more hygiene products, more clothing, and more hope to those who need it most. Feed the hungry, clothe a neighbor, and spread your generosity throughout Des Moines by scanning the QR code on the screen right now. Donate online via PayPal or mail a check to make a priceless difference in your community today. Thank you so much for your support.
As we are at the half here in Waukee, outstanding second half performance out of Johnston as they take the lead into the halftime locker room. Over Waukee, 37-14 is our halftime score. Talked about the leading scores in the first half of this one. It was a big second quarter, as mentioned. How about 26 points on the board for the Johnston Dragons as they outscore Waukee 26-8. And that's something to get out of this Waukee team. Johnston struggled at times, the three-point shots until a Dixon three really weren't going. Phillips had another one early on, but what it was an ability to get a bunch of offensive rebounds, continue to pound that glass as they build this lead into this one. We'll get an update for you as well. Another big matchup, speaking of Waukee, the crosstown rival, Waukee Northwest. They're up at Dowling Catholic here this evening, and we'll try to get you an update on that one coming up here throughout the course of the evening. You can also catch that broadcast this evening as well as they have that one for you on CISN, along with our friends with Iowa Catholic Radio here this evening. Dowling Catholic and Waukee Northwest will continue to keep you updated on that one. Here, Johnston, a 37-14 lead over Waukee in our Central Iowa Game of the Week on 96.9 FM and our video stream on CISN TV. Halftime report brought to you by the Urology Center of Iowa. Also want to take a moment to thank some of our great sponsors of high school basketball, as we will take you all the way through the state tournament coming up this year on both the girls and the boys side this season. A big thank you to the Chicken Coop with 3 locations across the Des Moines Metro. West Des Moines, Urbandale, and Ankeny for the Chicken Coop, voted the best wings in town. By Diamond Trail Capital, along with Elite Eye Care, location just up the road from us here in Waukee, 2 in Ankeny and in Norwalk. Online, set up your appointment at idoctordesmoines.com. After the game, we will also hand out our Graphite Construction Group Hard Hat Player of the Game. That's coming your way after this one. Thank you to Graphite Construction Group. By Rush Niggin of Brick Gentry PC for your business law needs. Thanks to Rush for being with us once again. Signorama of Urbandale. Stivers Ford just up the street from us as well. The Rookie Sports Cards in Clive. And by Wolf Construction Roofing. At the half, Johnston, the lead over Waukee, 37-14. We'll take our final time out of the Urology Center of Iowa halftime report. Come back with more on the other side. Stay right there as we continue with more in a moment.
It's the Start Something New sales event happening now at Yarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ames, Iowa. Take up to $13,000 off new 2026 Ram 1500s with Conquest Cash or 0% for 60 months. 2025 Ram Heavy Duties, over $12,000 off MSRP on select units. And on all new Rams, receive best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And 2025 Wranglers, up to $10,000 off with Stellantis loyalty. Yarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Ames, Iowa.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Again to Waukee as we get ready for the start of the second half. 37-14 our score here. Johnston with the lead over the Waukee Warriors. Johnston an 11-0 start to the year and 16 minutes away from going to 12-0 on the season. Waukee been fighting hard out there, trying to get on the comeback trail as the starters back on the floor for both sides, and we are ready to go. Rice and Sitzman get things started. Double team out front. Ball loose for a moment into the hands of Zalo. There's a drive. Look back to Zalo. She flips it up. Hits off her head. Bumped again out of bounds. Zalo didn't get the call she was looking for, and they'll go back the other way. Johnston's opening possession here of the second half. Phillips quickly ahead to Kolb. Kolb on the handoff. She gets it to Dixon. Oh, good work around the perimeter. Kolb back for Dixon. Dixon on the drive. Pump fakes, lets the defender go by and knocks it off the window and in. That is high basketball IQ from Dixon as she gets the score. Good performance out of her to this point. There's a look inside and the finish for Baker.
Finds Baker for 2.
Baker with the score. Minute gone by in the second half. 39-16 lead for Johnston. Here's Lewis a 3. That one off the mark. Zalo with the rebound. Waukee wants to push. Rice with the drive. Baseline. Had a block from behind by Phillips. Gets it back though. Here's a 3 for Van Kuren. Ring it up. Julia Van Kuren with the three-pointer. She was ready to fire her 11th three-pointer of the year. Phillips in the post and shuffled her feet before she got going, like she knew it right away. Turnover against Adea Phillips. We'll give it back to Waukee. 39-19 with 6:29 left in the third. Sitzman goes to the right wing and gets it for Van Kuren. Looks for the cutter. That's Baker. Good catch. Off the deflection. Back up front for Van Kuren. Works the dribble against Phillips. Hands to Zalo. Zalo with the drive. Had it blocked out of there by Lewis. Jenica Lewis with the block shot. Phillips to the left wing. Deep three-pointer. That one no good. And out of bounds after the shot from Dixon. Waukee will inbound. Trailing 39-19 here in the third. Go with the double high post look. Van Kuren gets the catch. For Zalo, she'll try the 3. That one off the mark. Phillips rebounds. Quickly ahead. Here's a Lewis coast to coast. And the left-hand finish. Smooth on that one. And gets the score 41-19. Careful near half court as Zalo takes it. Looks to the corner. And Baker. Back for Zalo. She'll chuck up the 3, you bet. Knocked home. Zalo with the three-pointer. She's got 11 for Waukee. Before the shot, a bump and a foul.
No basket.
Working against Phillips. And it'll stay with Johnston on the first team foul of the second half. This one whistled against Waukee. 41-22. Oh, great back cut and the finish by Lewis. Well, we see it so many times where that inbounder will take the ball and then just retreat into the corner and get the return pass there. Lewis faked that way, then just cut to the rim. And a good pass and a finish. Now ball loose in the corner, and we're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to give it to Johnston, and our substitution into the game. As in for Waukee will come Susie Scott.
Number 23,
the junior.
Number 32,
in for Johnston, it'll be Kinnitz. Continues to work her way back.
Number 12,
off the injury sustained a year ago. See that big brace still on her left leg. A tremendous player on those state championship teams the last couple of years. Here's Lewis with the floater. Talk about degree of difficulty there. Made it look easy though. The score for Lewis. And she continues to add to the tally. 45-22 as Scott controls the dribble for Waukee. Van Kuren thought about the three-pointer. Looking for some help now and gets it with Peters. Just into the game with 4:02 left in the third. Peters pump fakes, got the defender by. Van Kuren for 3, got it to go.
Yes, she did.
Another three-pointer for Julia Van Kuren. Her second this quarter. And she drops in the mark. Called with the dribble on the left wing. Goes for Phillips. Phillips puts her head down, gets to the rim, off the window, count it! And the chance at a three-point play. Ariana Phillips, the junior.
Foul is on number 12, Abigail Peters.
As Peters gets called for the
Going
foul.
to the line, Ari Phillips.
Can't complete the three-point play as Zalo gets the rebound. 47-25. Here's Peters. Flips to the left side. That one off the mark, no good from Scott. And then we got contact underneath. And we're going to stay on this end. It's going to be against Johnston. I believe maybe they got called on that one.
Try foul is on number 22, Kelly Kolb.
It is on Kolb. Ball deflected and stolen away. Ari Phillips gets the steal, throws it ahead to Kolb. Can't get it in. Van Kuren wants to push. Pulls up at the top of the key. Peters, a deep three. No good. Zalo with the offensive rebound. Good pass to Peters. Back out. Scott for three. Too strong. Kinnitz with the rebound. Kinnitz slows things down here a little bit as they go into the post. Andernacht. Just no good. Came right back with the left hand in the finish. Working inside. Had the size advantage against Sitzman. And gets the score there. 49-25 Johnston. With 2:40 left in the third. Peters wants to drive. Good pump fake. Got grabbed, no call. Scott from up front. Van Kuren. She'll drive all the way through in the finish. Pretty move, Julia Van Kuren. As Van Kuren's got 8 all in this quarter. Lewis the other side, no good. Andernacht offensive rebound and the score.
Put back, Andernacht.
Paige Andernacht, she's been a bright spot again off the bench for Johnston. As Andernacht puts another in the score column with 8. Three-pointer no good from Sitzman. Quickly ahead the other way. Kinnitz with the run out and the score, and we got a timeout. Johnston 53, Waukee 27. With 1:52 left to play, we'll take a 30-second timeout here. This is high school basketball on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
As the seasons change, so should the colors in your garden and around your home. Nothing says fall like a splash of beautiful colors from the fall mums from Good Greenhouses. No one has a larger selection of gorgeous mums or better pricing, with sizes from small pots to large containers that are sure to make the neighbors jealous. For over 118 years, the Good family have grown and sold the best mums in Iowa in a rainbow of stunning fall colors. Come see for yourself, just north of Interstate 80 and only 8 minutes south of Ankeny.
When it came time for our next car, we wanted something exciting, electric, and easy. That's exactly what my family found at Stivers Ford Lincoln with our brand new Mustang Mach-E. From the moment we walked in, the team made everything simple. No pressure, just honest answers. And the test drive sealed the deal. Smooth, powerful.
Welcome back once again to Waukee as we play in the third. Game 1 of 2 here. We got the boys' side coming up after the conclusion of this one between Johnston and Waukee. On the girls' side, it's been all Dragons. A big second quarter opened up the lead, and it's continued here in the third. Johnston 53-27 over Waukee. Warriors with the basketball. Scott goes cross court for Peters. Peters back to Scott. Zalo with 16 on the shot clock. She's double teamed. Ball tipped loose. Lewis gets the steal and the finish. As she's bumped down and a smile on her face as she takes the tumble there, thinking about the three-point play. Peters a transition. Three-pointer off the mark, left it short. Was behind the back, little tricky there. Flips it out to the left side. That's Werstein for three, no good. Run out, here's Kinnitz all alone, and she gets the finish. Johnston just doing a little bit of rim running now as they're getting out and beating the Warriors down the floor. The lead is 30, 57-27 as we tick inside of a minute to play in the third. Zalo crossover. Cut off on the drive attempt by Phillips. Good D. Peters on the right wing. Looking for Werstein. Nothing there. Now Van Kuren gets it. Van Kuren with 10 on the shot clock. Crosses over a dribble, spins into the paint, scoops it up, had it swatted out of there. Good defense again for Johnston. Really like what we've seen out of the sophomore Andernacht. She gets it, throws it up, and the foul, and a chance at 3 for Paige Andernock. We talked about her a little bit earlier. Though she comes off the bench, she is 4th on the team in scoring this year. When you got that kind of scoring punch, averaging over 8 points per game off the bench, got to be happy with that, as Jenica Lewis will get a breather.
For the Warriors.
And back into the game for Johnston, it'll be Emma Gray. We'll get some run out there. 59-27, and a chance at another score for Paige Andernock. Her free throw off the back iron, no good for the Dragons sophomore, who has 10 tonight. Zalo for Peters. Up front, screen and roll. Peters looks to that roll. Andernock gets the deflection. Here's a steal for Johnston. Phillips goes up, no, but a foul. Across the arm was Baker. And with 5.1 seconds left in the third, it'll be 2 more free throws for the Dragons. Dea Phillips at the line. Hasn't been there much this year, just 4 free throw attempts on the season. Was 1 of 4, make it 2 of 5, up to 40%. It's going to help the percentage. One more, get her to even Steven on the year, and she does. 61-27, final 5 seconds of the third. Zalo pushes it ahead. Zalo fires at the horn, good! Zalo with another 3-pointer for Waukee, and that's how the quarter comes to a close. Johnston 61, Waukee 30. The fourth quarter comes your way next on 96.9 FM and CISN TV.
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
As we get ready to start in Waukee, Johnston enjoying a 61-30 lead over Waukee. Another big performance there in the quarter. 24 put up on the board for Johnston. 16 on the other side for Waukee. Our score, 61-30. To begin the fourth quarter, Waukee will start with the basketball. As Van Kuren, who's had a nice night, hands to Peters. She trick her dribbles on the left side. Goes cross court, Sitzman. Sitzman on the drive attempt, she's cut off, leads to a Werstein 3, and got it to go. Werstein with the 3-pointer as Taryn knocks in her 6th of the year, 61-33. Johnston looking for a response. Drop back to Phillips. Phillips gets ahead of steam, chucks it off at the glass and in. Tough move there for Ari Phillips. When she gets going downhill, very difficult to stop her. Very strong player when she gets around the rim. Peters will try the 3-pointer, well short, off the front rim, no. Out of bounds, and the ball will go to Johnston inside of 7 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Game 1 of 2 coming your way. We'll have the boys' side for you about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. 30-point lead for Johnston as Lewis back into the game. Here's a 3-pointer from the top. That one off the mark out of Dixon, but an offensive rebound. Called with another. Flip inside. Here's Phillips, a fadeaway, no good. Gets it back though, another offensive rebound. Go right back in there, reaching a foul on Zalo. That'll be her 2nd and the first team foul of the fourth quarter.
That is her 2nd. teams first.
Lewis leading the way with 16, but a very balanced attack. 15 points as well for Phillips. 12 points for Kinnitz off the bench. 10 points out of Paige Andernock, the sophomore.
Number 12, Abijay Peters.
And then Peters gets called for the foul on the inbound. Here's Lewis, takes the inbound. She'll try the corner three. Good. Haven't been a ton of them tonight for Jenica Lewis, but finds the mark on that three-pointer. 66-33 with 6:12 left to go. Zalo with the dribble, looking for the backup. Kolb with the steal. Kolb looking ahead. Oh, great pass to Lewis, and the finish. Assist to Kelly Kolb. 68-33. 35-point deficit now for Waukee. And some substitutions getting ready to check in at the next dead ball. Bumping of fouls. They're going to get Phillips on that one. Dea Phillips called. That'll be the first against Waukee. And with this 35-point deficit, we are now into continuous clock territory in the second half. The clock will continue to run outside of free throws and timeouts. Sitzman will take the inbound for Scott on the right wing. She wants to drive. Susie gets cut off. Back a three-pointer from Sitzman off the mark. Lewis with the rebound. Lewis pushing ahead and a reach, and they're going to get a foul on the reach from Olivia Baker, the sophomore.
Warrior foul is on number 22, Olivia Baker. That is her fourth.
Lewis will check out. Ari and Dea Phillips also going to check out of this one. And likely their evening is over. We get some run out of some of the reserves here. Emma Gray flips out to the right side. Dixon will try the three and found the range. Another triple for Johnston. That one from Dixon, who's got a couple here tonight. 71-33. And then a turnover on the other end. Van Karen and Scott not on the same page there. Scott was cutting right as Van Kuren was passing. Across the timeline with the dribble. Kolb on the handoff. Kolb again. Works that dribble to the right side, and Dixon inside. Andernock. Back to Dixon with another bucket.
Mariah Dixon with the basket.
Now Dixon into double figures with 11. 5 different players in double figures tonight for Johnston. Scott on the other end can't get the answer. Called with the save. Handed off to Kinnitz. Kinnitz works it forward. Kolb looks to the corner. Dixon, another three. Betcha! How about this performance from Mariah Dixon? And we got a timeout on the floor, a timeout, I believe, for substitutions. So the clock will stop momentarily. Check that. It will be called a 30-second timeout for the scorekeeping duties down on the floor, but no talk from the coaches. Just get the reserves in there, give them an opportunity. We'll go back to continuous clock on the inbound. Some new names out there on both sides. We'll try to pass those along as we can. Here's a drive and a foul. It'll be 2 free throws for Sammy Rice. Been quiet for Rice out there this evening against that stout Johnston defense. 76-33 our score with 3:18 to play. First free throw off the back rim, no good from Rice. Just 7-12 at the free throw line so far this season for Rice, known more as a outside shooter. Can't get either of them to go. Ball tapped into the hands of Johnston, Sydney Felice. Works through the pressure. Ahead for the Dragons. Into the front court, Helgeson to Gray. Gray drops to the left wing, and Felice. She wants to drive, got pushed in the back, and on her way to the rim, she's going to get a couple of free throws. So 2 free throws upcoming for Sydney Felice, who is making her 9th appearance of the year. This will be her first trip to the free throw line on the year for the Johnston Dragon Jr. Off the mark on the first. 5'6" guard will get one more opportunity. That free throw is good. 1 out of 2 at the line, 77-33 Johnston. Waukee looking for some points. Ian Karen will try the three, in and out, no good. Offensive rebound, the stick back, that one off the mark as well from Owens, and Johnston clears. The bench trying to find some scoring. That one just off the mark from Helgeson. Putback is there. 79-33 on the score. The other way, that one just off the mark from Waukee's Riley Sitzman, the freshman. Reaching a foul. 1:55 left to go. The foul whistled against Waukee. That's the 4th team foul. Around the perimeter comes Johnston. Very patient offensive set here. Alphonse Gray on the cut and the finish. Great pass and the finish as Helgeson gets the assist. Deep three-pointer, that one is good. Sammy Rice with the three-pointer. And we're going to get a timeout for a substitution coming in. For Johnston will be number 44, Kaya Hood. Get another opportunity out there. And she will come into the ball game here. 81-36, Johnston in cruise control, and a dominating performance. They led just 11-6 after the first quarter, and since then they've been piling up the points. Tried that one strong off the window, no good. Getting back, another opportunity though for Johnston. Picking up the dribble, looking for some help out there as Bro goes back to Felice. Her deep three. Missing, no good, and out of bounds. It'll go to Waukee. Final 40 seconds of action here this evening. Boys game coming up about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. There's Rice with the dribble into the paint, scoops it up and in. Sammy Rice with the score. She's got 5 here in the 4th quarter, 81-38. Drive the cut, all blocked away nicely though by Van Kuren. Final 10 seconds. Hit out of bounds. See if they're going to be able to squeeze off one more shot as Scott inbounds. And we'll run out of time, and that's how this one will come to a close. Johnston, number 1 in the state. Certainly showed it here this evening. A 81-38 win over the Waukee Warriors. We'll take a quick timeout here. Come back on the other side, hand out our Graphite Construction Group Hard Hat Player of the Game, and get ready for game number 2 of our doubleheader. Final score once again, 81-38 as we come back.
Joined again.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
As we are between ball games here, game one on the girls' side goes to the Johnston Dragons, 81-38 the final in that one. After a slow start from Johnston after the first quarter, it was just 11-6. But then after that, it was all Johnston. As in the second quarter, they outscore Waukee 26-8, 24-16 in the third, and then 20-8 in the fourth quarter. Added all up an 81-38 victory for number one Johnston over Waukee as the Dragons go to 12-0 on the season. Waukee falls to 3-9. We got the boys game coming up here in about 15 minutes. Before that, though, let's hand out right now our Graphite Construction Group Hard Hat game, Player of the Game from game number one of this one. Well, leading the way in scoring was Jenica Lewis, and certainly she's had plenty of those honors throughout our years of calling her games here for the Johnston Dragons and watching high school basketball at the CIML level. 5 different players in double figures. I want to go off the board here a little bit for this one, though. Paige Ondernock finishes with 10 points. Really impressed by her, and she is one of those big post bodies off the bench. Could be incredibly important for this squad. Not the biggest Waukee team. I know both Ari Phillips and Dea Phillips, they certainly play a bigger than their height. The way they go, that the 5'11" Ondernock off the bench, I think provided a little something special for this Johnston team. And tonight, she is our Graphite Construction Group Hard Hat Player of the Game. Game 2 of the doubleheader, it will be the Johnston Dragons and the Waukee Warriors on the boys' side. Waukee boys ranked number 4 in the state. Johnston with some good pieces. Certainly a very dangerous team. In fact, just talking to a coach the other night, mentioned that is a team not many people want to see in their sub-state come that time of year. Just knowing the improvements that have already happened for this team and what still very much could be in front of them. Can they take the next step here tonight against the 4th-ranked Waukee Warriors? We will find out. We will come back, get you set for game 2 of our doubleheader, Waukee and Johnston. Thanks for joining us on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
Hey, Joe Clem. It's the Start Something New sales event happening now at DeYarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Knoxville, Iowa. Take up to $13,000 off new 2026 Ram 1500s with Conquest Cash or 0% for 60 months. 2025 Ram Heavy Duties, over $12,000 off MSRP on select units. And on all new Rams, receive best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And 2025 Wranglers, up to $10,000 off with Stellantis loyalty. DeYarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Knoxville, Iowa.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V-Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat and Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat and Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
What if you could make a priceless difference in your community for as little as $5? With the Des Moines Catholic Worker House, you can. For nearly 50 years, the Des Moines Catholic Worker House has given the homeless and low-income community a place to feel welcomed. With your support, we could turn 3,000 free meals each month into 4,000. We could build a brand new warming and cooling center in our future facility. we could provide more hygiene products, more clothing, and more hope to those who need it most. Feed the hungry, clothe a neighbor, and spread your generosity throughout Des Moines by scanning the QR code on the screen right now. Donate online via PayPal or mail a check to make a priceless difference in your community today. Thank you so much for your support.
It's the Start Something New sales event happening now at Yarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ames, Iowa. Take up to $13,000 off new 2026 Ram 1500s with Conquest Cash or 0% for 60 months. 2025 Ram Heavy Duties, over $12,000 off MSRP on select units. And on all new Rams, receive best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And 2025 Wranglers, up to $10,000 off with Stellantis loyalty. Yarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Ames, Iowa.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
Condon, thanks for joining us here tonight in our doubleheader of basketball on 96.9 FM, along with our video stream this evening on CISN TV. Game 2 of the double dip. Number 4 Waukee comes in 9-2 on the season against the Johnston Dragons, 4-5 on the year. Take a look here at our anticipated starting lineups. We'll get you the official ones in just a little bit, starting with the road team on the scoreboard tonight, Johnston. And they will go like this, starting with DeCarry Seville, who averages over 16 points per game, shooting it well from the outside, a team leading 18 three-pointers. Second on the team with 20 assists, also leads the team with 23 steals for Cavill on the season. He's joined by Joshua Jenkins, a junior. Jenkins averaging 10.3 points per game on the season, and the second on the team with 16 made three-pointers this year. Also leads the team with 46 rebounds this season. Emery Jones also in the starting lineup. Jones, another junior. On the year, he comes in averaging just over 6 points per contest for the Dragons. Then from there, we will see the starting lineup as Coach Henderson's used a lot of different combinations throughout the course of this season, but those have been the 3 starters throughout the whole part of this season. On the other side for Waukee, they have had the same starting lineup all season long. We anticipate that will be the same. Starting with Evan Jacobson, the senior leads the team at 14 points per game. Jacobson, 11 three-pointers this year, leads the team. Check that, second on the team in rebounds this season and second in blocks. Jay White also in the starting lineup, a senior, second on the team in scoring, wears number 2. 13 triples to his credit this year, and second on the team with 21 assists, leads the team with 27 steals. Pete Craig, he's a do-everything type of player, leads the team with 83 rebounds this year, third on the team in scoring, also has 16 blocks to lead the way. Max Roach wears number 3. He's been a sharpshooter from the outside, shooting 42% from behind the arc this year. Also has 43 assists to lead the team. And number 5, Landon Hansen, a senior for Waukee. We'll take our final timeout, come back, get you the starting lineups, and get you ready for this one. It is a matchup between Waukee and Johnston. The boys' side coming your way next as we come back. This is High School Hoops, 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
A great price and had us driving home in no time. If you're thinking about your next ride, trust me, make it easy. Make it Stivers Ford Lincoln.
Welcome back once again to Waukee in the Fieldhouse as we get ready for the start of game number 2 on the boys' side with Johnston and Waukee. The Battle of Purple tonight. Waukee, the home team in their white uniforms this evening. Johnston will be wearing their traveling black uniforms here tonight. We'll send it back courtside with Rodney Tomlinson here in a moment for our starting lineups. Here we go.
First, for the visiting Dragons. Starting in guard, a 5'11" junior, number 1, Nikari Campbell. At forward, a 6'2" senior, number 2, Caleb Chapargelo. 6'1", he's a senior guard, number 3, Tino Day Jr. He's a junior, standing 6'5". At forward, number 5, Joshua Jenkins. And at forward, a 6'4" junior, number 15, Aaron Brandon. Assistant coaches for the Dragons are Chris Kruger, Brian Miller, Robert Spears, and Justin Rudy. Your head Dragon is Courtney Henderson.
Yeah, Waukee is having 4 out of 5 starters. Evan Jenkins is back, John White is back. We gotta put this in.
Thank you to Rodney Tomlinson on the call with our starting lineups as we are ready to go. Waukee and Johnston, the starting fives are ready to go. Great environment here in Waukee at the field house. Student section looking like they're going with a Hawaiian theme this evening. Like in some of the sets down there in the student section as they're on their feet and ready to go. Waukee in the home whites with the purple numbers and the black trim. Johnston in their traveling black uniforms, the gold numbers and the purple trim. We are ready to go. Jacobson getting ready to jump it up against Brandon, the junior who gets the start here this evening for Coach Henderson's squad. And we are ready to go with Waukee and Johnston. Our Central Iowa game of the week, presented in part by the Chicken Coop and Stivers Ford Lincoln, as we are ready to go. Tap Back control does breakaway, but a huge swat by Johnston's Joshua Jenkins came flying in there. Jay White thought he had an easy 2 seconds into the game. Instead, Jenkins had different ideas, and here come the Dragons offensively for the first time. In the paint, it's Granson, spins against Jacobson, fades away, left it off the side of the iron, no good, and rebounded by Evan Jacobson. He'll push it forward for Waukee. Their first full possession here of the ball game. White in the corner, gets it on the return. They look to Jacobson, nothing there, cut off on the drive attempt is Roach. He'll step back and knock down the three-pointer. Tough shot by Max Roach. Hadn't shot a ton of them this year. How about that response? Quickly on the other end, Cavill gets the bucket. Carey Cavill leads the team in scoring. Gets to the 10 and finishes. It's 3-2. Roach yo-yos the dribble, back over to the left side. Gets it back, return for Jacobson on the right wing. Around the perimeter, Roach looks to the corner. It'll be a turnover, last touch by Pete Craig, as the ball is going to go over to the Dragons. Cavill, Jenkins, Barjolo, Grandin, and Day, the 5 in the lineup for the Johnston Dragons. Dangerous squad getting healthy with the return of Tino Day as well, and rattled home. Cavill with the three-pointer. Cavill came in leading the team with 18 three-pointers. He's got 19 now, and Johnston has the lead now. 5-3 Dragons. Minute 45 gone by here in the opening period. Jacobson drops to the left side. They go to Pete in the paint. Craig working, spinning. Lost it for a moment, gets it back, goes up too strong, and rebounded by Grandin. Johnston on the push. Cavill thought about the three instead. Baseline drive from Jenkins. Reverse layup, no. Head off the head of Jacobson out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Dragons. Shot clock reset on the missed shot. And they will inbound underneath their own rim. In the corner, it's Day. Just his 4th appearance of the season. Got away with the double dribble, it appeared, unless the ball was deflected. Shot off the mark from Cavill. And here comes Waukee the other way. They'll push it ahead. Roach looks to the corner. Here's a drive, and we're going to get a bump and a foul. Hansen was trying to go baseline, and Cavill got a little too handsy for the officiating crew. And first team foul whistled against Cavill, and the first against the team. 5:27 left to play. Waukee down by 2 with the ball. In the paint. They get it back for Roach. He's got a three-pointer already. Trying to find something inside with Jacobson. Kickball. Going to stay here. Now, kickball violation. Some levels of basketball, they reset the shot clock. Not the case at the high school level. At 21, it'll stay there. As Roach takes the inbound. He drives off the screen, and the finish amongst the trees. Max Roach goes up strong and gets the finish. Roach, the 5'10" guard, playing bigger than that inside. We're tied 5 apiece. Day, screen and roll, keeps it, now drops it back. Open three-pointer, that one too strong. Off the mark from Barjolo, and rebounded by Waukee. White an open three on the other end, that too strong. Rebounded by the Dragons and Jenkins. Jenkins hands to Cavill. Cavill hesitates, now bullies his way into the paint before the shot. He is fouled by Roach. Talked about Max Roach giving up some size there. He was not backing down, though. Gets called for the bump, though. As Johnston will take it out. First team foul whistled against the Warriors in the first quarter. Drop it all the way back to the backcourt. As Tino Day skies with it, gets ahead of steam, goes all the way in, finishes off the window and in. Tino Day Comes in averaging just over 8 points per game in his 3 games that he's played. So it's coming back to the Dragons. Halfway through the first quarter, Johnston takes the lead back 7-5, and a travel. Landon Hansen got tangled up there in the paint as he was looking to pass, though stumbled a little bit as he stepped on the foot of the defender. An extra step leads to a turnover as the ball goes back to Johnston in a 2-point game. Borgiolo lost it for a moment, gets it back in the paint. That's Grandin. He got it swatted by Jacobson. Grandin has shown he is not afraid going up against the big man inside. He's gone up against him a couple of times. 6'4" against 6'8" doesn't always go well. Here's White all the way through, bumping a foul before the shot. On the second team foul whistled against Johnston.
Dragon foul is on number 5, Joshua Jenkins.
They'll get Joshua Jenkins with the foul. And our first substitution of the evening brought to you by Wolf Construction Roofing. As it'll be number 12, Jaden Hauser, and Kane Vandis for Waukee. Vandis takes the inbound just into the game to Jacobson. Jacobson from the left wing, lost it for a moment, gets it back, and flips to White. White from the between the rings, working against Tino Day. Screen, look to the corner, and Roach. Back around. Here's Craig with the drive and the finish. Pete Craig showing some moves in the paint, and we're tied again at 7. Being tied a moment ago at 5. Day to Cavill. Cavill calling out signals, going to chuck up a 28-footer. That one off the mark. White with the rebound for Waukee. Not a good shot there in terms of the offensive set. Jacobson on the left wing. Goes right side, Roach to the corner. Craig for 3. Missed everything. And we've got a timeout.
Timeout on the court, 30 seconds.
30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. With 2:31 left to go, we're tied up at 7. This is high school basketball. We're back with more here in a moment.
3, 2, action.
Wilson Toyota and Ames is unlike any other car dealership in Iowa. At Wilson Toyota, we give you a financially rewarding, time-saving, and stress-free car buying experience. Earning your confidence with a value-oriented customer experience is what thousands of customers have come to understand as the Wilson experience.
She's getting better at this, making me so proud.
Wilson Toyota,
home of the Wilson experience.
Roach leading the way for Waukee. He's got 5 points on the other side for Johnston. And they're led by Nikari Cavill. 7 apiece. There's a drive from Day, drops it back. Cavill a 3-pointer that time. Knocked it in. Set the puppies, knocked it down from the left wing. A good looking shot for the junior. And he's got 8 points to lead all scorers. 10-7, Johnston with the lead. Jacobson working in the post, trying to bully his way forward, spinning, and we're going to get a bump underneath. Trying to guard inside was Jaden Hauser, the junior. Jacobson going to work. Hauser, another one, giving up some size. Working against the bigger Evan Jacobson. Hauser at 6'3", Jacobson at 6'7". Ball tipped, deflected, and stolen by Johnston. Good pass, reverse layup is good. Tino Day in transition. Nice look there on the pass from Hauser. The lead is 5 for Johnston, 12-7 with 100 seconds left in the first. And we're going to get Hauser again with the push in the post. And quickly, Darren Grandin will come back into the game for Johnston, playing in the post. Now those ones are definitely tough to swallow as a defender, giving up the size that you are against Jacobson. Kind of those ticky-tack ones, working in the post, trying to get position. Brandon guarding Jacobson closely. Jacobson spins into the paint, flips it back into the corner to Vandis. Vandis in some trouble as he picks up his dribble. And we got 3-second violation against Vandis. Mentioned he got stopped in the lane, was looking for some help. Didn't get out there quickly enough, though, as it will go the other way. Turnover. We'll give it back to Johnston. Minute 15 left to go in the first, and the Johnston Dragons playing well here on the road, leading 12-7. Day driving baseline all alone and just about rattled out, but gets the finish and a timeout. Waukee. Coach Kanaski not happy with his squad. Johnston 14-7 lead back in 30 seconds on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
Build your business.
As the seasons change, so should the colors in your garden and around your home. Nothing says fall like a splash of beautiful colors from the fall mums from Good Greenhouses. No one has a larger selection of gorgeous mums or better pricing, with sizes from small pots to large containers that are sure to make the neighbors jealous. For over 118 years, the Good family have grown and sold the best mums in Iowa in a rainbow of stunning fall colors. Come see for yourself, just north of Interstate 80 and only 8 minutes south of Ankeny.
Waukee at the Waukee Fieldhouse. The visitors with the lead. Johnston 14-7 over the Warriors. 62 seconds left to play in the first. Now Johnston going to apply some three-quarter court pressure against the Warriors. Roach able to beat it across in time to Jacobson on the right wing. Jacobson pulls up from 12 pure. Evan Jacobson. That is a tough shot. Shows that silky smooth jumper that he has, though. The bucket cuts the deficit to 5, 14-9. Brandon for Day. Around Cabell. Pulls up from 16. Got it to go. Hot start for Cabell. And he's got double figures now with 10. In fact, it's just been Day and Cabell, the only scorers. Good enough, though, for 16. And a 16-9 lead for Johnston. Roach give and go back to Jacobson. Jacobson, top of the key, backing his way in, spinning, flipping it up, no good. Ball tipped around and into the hands of the Dragons. Quickly the other end, ball loose underneath, and not going to be able to get a shot off at the horn. And that's how the first comes to a close in Waukee. Johnston 16, Waukee 9. We come back with the second quarter of action. Stay right there on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Waukee Warriors. Waukee ranked number 4 in the latest rankings from the Iowa High School Athletic Association. And what should be a fun stretch. Cedar Falls number 1, Waukee Northwest number 2. Dowling off to a great start as well. In fact, Northwest and Dowling doing battle on the girls' side in that one earlier this evening. Went to Northwest 43-40. First shot of the second quarter off the mark. Quickly in transition the other way comes Waukee. Roach looks to finish, can't get it to go. Nearly thrown away. Day with a good catch. He goes wire to wire, and the foul counted for Tino Day. In game number 10 of the season, just the 4th appearance for Tino Day, but boy, what a difference maker he is for Johnston. Talked about an incredibly dangerous team, and now as they play at full strength, what this Dragon squad very well could be. Free throw is good. It's a 10-point lead for Johnston on the road here in Waukee. Waukee looking for a response. Craig picks up his dribble, drops it to Roach, back near the jump line. He's guarded up front by Cavill. Screen and roll with Pete as the ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Johnston on the deflection. It'll stay with Waukee with 14 on the shot clock. Roach to inbound. That's the first cutter there as he gets it into Hansen. Hansen goes to Jacobson. Jacobson in the post. Spins, goes up with the right hand. That one off the mark. White with the rebound. No, he's fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Jay White doing work on the boards. Tremendous rebounder, very strong player, multi-sport athlete. See him, as many of these players you'll see, multi-sport athletes. And White at the free throw line, the 6'1" guard, hits the first free throw. One more coming his way. That's back into the game. It will be Jaden Hauser, who picked up a couple of fouls during the first quarter. One more coming for White. A 70% free throw shooter, makes it 2 for 2. 19-11, Johnston's lead cut down to 8. Minute gone by here in the second as Hauser looks over to the left wing. Borgiolo for Day. Day crosses over. Thought about the pull-up and drug the pivot foot. It'll be a turnover against the Dragons as Tino Day just slid that pivot foot a moment. And it'll go to Waukee. Roach sets up the offense for the Warriors. To White on the right wing. Look toward the back lob. Nobody was there. It'll be a turnover. Here's Day on the catch. Now pulls it back out. Going to set up traffic. Picks up his dribble and goes to Cavill. Cavill with the drive. Looked inside for Hauser. Hauser traveled with it himself. A bit sloppy here in the second period. 19-11 our score. Johnston leading Waukee. As Roach runs it across for the Warriors. Staggered screen up front for him. Nothing off of that. They'll go to White on the right wing. White, tricky dribbles to Jacobson. On the left side, handoff. And the drive, Hansen. Hansen got the defender up, got it to go, and a chance at a 3-point play for Landon Hansen. Crafty there in the paint, used the shot fake to get the defender in the air. Finishes with the bucket as Jenkins will come back in for Jacob Peterson, who got some run there. Peterson's played all 10 games this season now off the bench for Johnston. And the 3-point play is complete. Waukee now down by 5 after a 5-0 spurt. 19-14 the score. Cavill flips it out from the left wing. That one off the backboard, missing the rim from Jenkins just into the game. Waukee wants to continue the run. Fake the 3, back to White. He'll try the 3, in and out, no good. He gets the offensive rebound. White in the paint, no. That one's swatted away. Johnston, transition 3, Cavill knocked it in. The 3-pointer, Nakari Cavill drops in the triple. Lead at 8 for Johnston, 22-14. 5 minutes to go in the second. White on the right wing for Waukee. Goes to Jacobson in the post. Turns to face. Now goes to work. Double team comes. Throws it up and in. And a chance at a 3-point play for Evan Jacobson. Well, and that help side, that weak side defense comes over just a tad late getting over there. Jacobson already in the motion of making the turn. And he'll go to the free throw line for a chance at 3.
Pete Vandus in for the Warriors. Number 15, Darren Brandon for the Dragons.
13 foul against Johnston here in the second quarter. Hauser will check out now with those 3 fouls. As Jacobson eyes the line, 74.5%, missing off the front rim. Long rebound secured by Borgiolo for the Dragons. They lead up by 6, 22-16. Borgiolo in the high post for Grandin. Grandin picks up his dribble, trying to find a helper, and does. It's Borgiolo. Back to Tino Day with 15 on the shot clock. He gets a screen, looks into the right corner. There's a drive, reverse layup is good. What a move! Joshua Jenkins elevating, and the body control to finish. Dragons by 8. White working on the other end. Double screen. And threw it away. Turnover into the hands of Jenkins, who will get credited with the steal. Cavill all the way through. He goes with the reverse no, but a foul. 2 free throws for Nikari. Halfway through the second quarter, Johnston leading 24-16 in our Central Iowa Game of the Week on 96.9 FM. To the free throw line for 2, Nikari Cavill. On the year, shooting 86.4% from the foul line. Dips, flips, and rattles out no good.
Returning for the Warriors, number 3.
Back into the game for Waukee, Max Roach. Substitutions brought to you by Wolf Construction Roofing. Online, wolfroofing.net. Set up your appointment for this spring. 0 for 2 from the 86% free throw shooter. Empty possession for Johnston. Waukee looking to take advantage, down by 8. 24-16. Jacobson will try the deep 3, missed it short, and rebounded by Cavill. Jacobson with has made 11 3-pointers this year. That one a little bit deeper, though, than what we normally see from Jacobson. As Day sets the offense, pulls up, fade away from 18 away, and missed it. Jacobson into the front court, fights his way forward and traveled with it. A lot of contact, but before the contact, official said he took an extra step in there, and it's going to go back. Coach Kanaski asking for an explanation. Not going to like, I don't think, what he hears from this officiating crew. 24-16 the score with 3:19 left after the contact down there, and the body's falling on the floor. A little sweat on the hardwood, so they'll clean it up. And we're back ready to go. 24-16, 3:19 to play in the second. Johnston trying to pull a upset here tonight, a reach and a foul, as they're going to get Kane Vandis with the reach.
Foul is on number 22, Kane Vandis, his first.
Team foul number 3 against Waukee. As Johnston will inbound on the far side of the court. It'll be Tino Day. As he gets it in for Borgiolo. Step into a 3. Day will try the triple, no good. Strong rebound by Pete Craig. Roach looks ahead in transition. Nearly came down with the travel. Instead, inside to Jacobson. His baby hook is off the mark. Vandis with the offensive rebound. Roach gets it on a screen from Jacobson. Between the rings, dribbles to the left side. Vandis, jab step from the corner. Looks to Roach. Roach tried to turn the corner. He got bumped. It'll be a foul on Caleb Borgiolo. Borgiolo been playing some good physical defense out there. Comes over, talking it over with Coach Henderson. You know, you're definitely going to get that out of this Johnston team. Anybody that plays for Coach Henderson, you're going to play on the defensive end. Off the inbound, a foul on the three-point shot. It'll be 3 3-pointers. Had a good screen set up there to get it into the corner for Landon Hansen. His three-pointer was woefully short, but there was a reason for it. He got hit on the wrist. And so he will get 3 free throws. Landon Hansen, 5th on the team in scoring this year, averaging 9 points per game. All 5 starters averaging between 9 and 14 points per contest. A very balanced attack for the Waukee Warriors. First free throw is good. And 2 more coming for Hansen. Second, perfect.
Into the Warrior lineup.
Shooting just 65%. He's got a good looking stroke though. I think that number is going to go up throughout the course of the year. 17 of 26 coming in. 2 for 2 this trip. Make it 3 for 3. 3 free throws from Waukee, 24-19. Johnston with the basketball, leading by 5 with 2.5 to play in the second. They look to the right corner. Let me get it. Cavill into the paint. Oh, good pass inside. Going up with the right hand. No. Jacobson able to disrupt. Offensive rebound. Cavill will hoist up a 3. No. On the stick back. No. We got some pushing underneath.
No basket.
Not sure if Peterson was the one that got called for that one. Fighting for position inside. It will lead to free throws for Waukee.
Foul on number 30, Jacob.
It was Jacob Peterson fighting for position inside.
It is Max Roach.
So that one a tough one to swallow, and now after making 3 free throws just a moment ago, they're going to get a couple more. It'll be Roach at the foul line as he makes the first. Roach this year shooting 73.2% from the free throw line. And one more coming the way of Roach, the senior. 2 for 2, 5 in a row at the free throw line. And it's back to a 3-point game, as close as Waukee has been in a while. And as close as they've been in the second quarter, 24-21. Cavill. And then we're going to get a foul on the other end against Jay White. So White whistled with the foul. That's his first. 4th team foul.
Number 1, Pete Gregg in for the Warriors.
And we're going to get a timeout. 2 minutes left to play before halftime. Johnston 24, Waukee 21. Back in a moment with more high school hoops.
3, 2, action.
Wilson Toyota in Ames is unlike any other car dealership in Iowa. At Wilson Toyota, we give you a financially rewarding, time-saving, and stress-free car buying experience. Earning your confidence with a value-oriented customer experience is what thousands of customers have come to understand as the Wilson experience.
She's getting better at this, making me so proud.
Wilson Toyota,
home of the Wilson experience.
Investment advisor.
Trent Condon back with you again here in Waukee at the Fieldhouse as things have tightened up. Was once a 10-point Johnston lead, down to 3, 24-21. 2 minutes left in the second period in this matchup. Very hot start for Nakari Cavill with 13 points. He's also been joined by Tino Day with 9. They got 22 of the 24 points for the Dragons, leading by 3. Cavill into the corner, nearly threw it away, did. Turnover on the force. Here's a push ahead by Waukee. Hansen flipped it over. We got contact. We got an ankle turn. We got guys all over, and it's going to be a goaltend. So Roach gets the bucket. He's got 9 to lead the attack for Waukee. Right away, though, a scary spot there as Roach was grabbing at his ankle. Waukee, the way Roach is playing, definitely cannot afford something like that. Back to a 1-point game, though. 24-23, 7-0 run from the Warriors. Pressure being applied. Cavill a deep 3, too strong. Jacobson with the strong rebound. Roach ahead. Craig in the corner. Flip to Hansen. Hansen works the dribble. Looking to Craig in the post. Nothing there. Returns to Roach up front. Roach flips to Jacobson at the top of the key. Jacobson between the circles. Hands to Roach. Roach guarded by Cavill. Lost it for a moment, gets it back to Jacobson. Jacobson on the drive, and impeding his progress to the rim was Darren Grandin, and he'll be whistled for the foul. That'll lead to 2 more free throws for Waukee. The Warriors starting to make a living there at the charity stripe. As they'll go at the line again. Jacobson, 74.5% from the line, splashes in the first. A Wolf Roofing substitution back in for Johnston. It'll be Caleb Borgiolo. That'll step back onto the hardwood for the Dragons. Tied up at 24. And Waukee's come all the way back to take the lead here late in the second quarter. 25-24. Day gets it into the gap to Cavill, flipped inside. Inside out leads to an open 3, but that one off the mark from Jenkins. White pushes forward for Waukee. Jacobson into the lane, throws it up, rolls it in. As the run continues, 11 in a row now for Waukee, 27-24. And a travel will give it back to Waukee again, and they'll have an opportunity to hold for one final shot. 27-24 after 11 straight from the Waukee Warriors, 4th-ranked team in the state, and been flexing their muscle here over the last 3+ minutes of game action. Hand off for Jacobson, Roach right wing. Top look to Hansen. Jacobson pump fakes, lost to the defender, fade away 3. Why not? 14 in a row at the horn, the shot off the shot clock. And Waukee comes roaring back after trailing by as many as 10 in the first half. They'll take a 6-point lead into the locker room after a 14-0 run to end the first half. 30-24 your score here at the half. Coming up, the Urology Center of Iowa halftime report, as we'll get you some scores from around the area, some scores in basketball and college hoops as well, and a whole lot more coming your way. Also give you a recap of what we saw back in game number 1 of our doubleheader, as the Johnston girls got the win against Waukee. Once again, Waukee with the lead, 30-24 over Johnston, as we take the timeout. Back with more in a moment. This is high school basketball on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
It's the Start Something New sales event happening now at Yarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Knoxville, Iowa. Take up to $13,000 off new 2026 Ram 1500s with Conquest Cash, or 0% for 60 months. 2025 Ram Heavy Duties, over $12,000 off MSRP on select units. And on all new Rams, receive best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And 2025 Wranglers, up to $10,000 off with Stellantis loyalty. Yarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Knoxville, Iowa.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat and Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
What if you could make a priceless difference in your community for as little as $5? With the Des Moines Catholic Worker House, you can. For nearly 50 years, the Des Moines Catholic Worker House has given the homeless and low-income community a place to feel welcomed. With your support, we could turn 3,000 free meals each month into 4,000. We could build a brand new warming and cooling center in our future facility. We could provide more hygiene products, more clothing, and more hope to those who need it most. Feed the hungry, clothe a neighbor, and spread your generosity throughout Des Moines by scanning the QR code on the screen right now. Donate online via PayPal or mail a check to make a priceless difference in your community today. Thank you so much for your support.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Waukee as the Waukee Warriors come charging back to take the lead into the locker room. 30-24 over Johnston. This one looked like we were going to get an upset early on as Johnston jumped out to a 16-9 lead after the first quarter. Built it up to double figures in the second. But since then, it has been a whole lot of Waukee. They outscored Johnston 21-8 in the second quarter, including a 14-0 run to end things in the second and take that 30-24 lead into the locker room. Let's get you up to date on some other scores from around the area. Let's start with what we saw earlier this evening right here in Waukee as the top-ranked Johnston Dragons came to town after a slow start. They ran away and got a dominating win. 81-38 the final in this one. 5 players in double figures for the Dragons, led by Jenica Lewis with 19. 81-38 the final as Johnston gets the win on the girls' side over Waukee. Other girls' finals that are in top 5 showdown, it was Waukee Northwest, a 43-40 win over Dowling Catholic, and an upset as Ankeny Centennial gets the victory against crosstown rival Waukee. 65-62 is the final in that one. Speaking of that matchup between Waukee Northwest and Dowling Catholic, over on the boys' side at the half, 30-17 is the score in that one. The lead for Waukee Northwest over Dowling Catholic in boys basketball. Let's get here at the half. Waukee with the lead over Johnston, 30-24. We'll take our final timeout of the Urology Center of Iowa halftime report. And then it'll be the second half of action. Stay right there as we continue with more. This is high school basketball on 96.9 and video streaming on CISN TV.
It's the Start Something New sales event happening now at DeYarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ames, Iowa. Take up to $13,000 off new 2026 Ram 1500s with Conquest Cash or 0% for 60 months. 2025 Ram Heavy Duties, over $12,000 off MSRP on select units. And on all new Rams, receive best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. And 2025 Wranglers, up to $10,000 off with Stellantis loyalty. DeYarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Ames, Iowa.
fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Back with you for the start of the second half in Waukee. I'm Trent Conner. Thanks for being with us here tonight on CISN TV, 96.9 FM, as we bring you high school basketball. Good one here tonight in game 2 of our doubleheader. Waukee down by 10, came charging back as they'll take the 6-point lead into the second half, 30-24 here this evening. Possession arrows going to point the way of Waukee as we will flip ends. Waukee now going left to right across your video dial, or if you're watching on video, you'll just see it. Radio-wise, though, helping out the listeners that are out there here this evening. Waukee 6-point lead and the ball to begin the second half. Same starting 5 on the floor for the Warriors. Jacobson, White, Craig, Roach, and Hanson out there as Hanson dribbles between the circles, picks it up, now finds help with Jacobson. Return to Roach on the right side. Roach taps his head, shouting instruction to his squad. White takes the pass on the right wing. Around the perimeter to Roach with 10 on the shot clock. Inside look to Jacobson. Jacobson, baby hook inside, got it to go. Tough play there in the paint by Evan Jacobson, and he's been a big part of this big run. 16 straight now for Waukee. Cavill tries to answer with the pull-up J. Off the mark, no good. Rebounded by the Warriors. They push. Roach to Jacobson. Thought about the 3. Returns to Roach. A better 3. You bet. 3-pointer by Max Roach. 12 points for Roach. Timeout on the floor. 6:59 left to go, and a hot start, just like the first half ended for the Warriors, 35-24, as we come back with more in a moment. We're back as we play in the third quarter. Waukee's lead continues to build 35-24. And a big run, 19 in a row for Waukee. They trailed by 8. Since then, 19 straight. Kickball violation against Jay White. It'll stay with Johnston as the Dragons are searching for answers. Well, it was a great start for Cavill. Haven't seen a ton of Tino Day, who was splitting the defense, getting to the rim. Haven't seen a ton of that lately. After Waukee hasn't changed to this zone defense, it's really given the Johnston offense trouble. Day takes the inbound, works up top. There's a drive through, and the finish with the left hand. Good look for Darren Grandin. His first score of the night, 35-26. Craig hands to Jacobson. On the weave, it's Roach. Roach drops up front for Hansen. Hansen with the left-handed dribble. As Jacobson gets the return, left side, Jay White. On the wing, trying to find something inside, now puts a bounce to him. Craig from the right wing, backs his way into Jacobson. He'll try a three. That one side rimming no. High for the rebound is Jenkins. Cavill takes a bump, goes up with the jumper off the mark. Stick back, no. Extra pass inside, and the finish. Back-to-back scores for Darren Grandin.
With the Dragon bucket.
Darren Grandin, not a big score by any means. And a turnover on the other end will give it back to Johnston, so 4 straight for Johnston, down by 7 now. Back into single digits as they now are on the comeback trail. A 1-3-1 type zone look here from Waukee has given Johnston some trouble. Trying to penetrate into some gaps. They get into the corner. Double team comes, cross court. Cavill for 3. Can't get that one. That was a good look. And Craig comes out of it with the rebound. Quickly pushes ahead to Hansen, but he lost the handle into the hands of Cavill. Cavill to Day. Day pulls up from 12. Got it. Tino Day Jr. with the bucket. As Johnston now rips off 6 in a row. They throw some half-court pressure at Waukee. White in the corner for Craig. Back, Jacobson. Power dribble, and he's fouled. He'll get a couple of free throws. Try to get the defenders in the air. Got them to lean a little bit. Didn't completely leave their feet, though. Still got enough contact to get awarded with 2 free throws as Evan Jacobson will toe the tape. 4:51 left to play in the third. As Jacobson calmly flips in the first. One more coming his way. Jacobson, big guy with a soft touch. Rolls in the second using that touch. Ends the spurt out of Johnston. Lead back to 7 for Waukee. Warriors 37-30. Day all the way through, and he walked with it. Travel will give it back to Waukee. They work with a 7-point lead and 4:40 left to play in the third. Jacobson to the high post. Craig looking for a cutter, nothing there. Instead goes to Roach. Roach on the right wing for Jacobson. Looks to the corner. With it is Hansen. Hansen double teamed. And the ball stolen away, but stepped on the line. And they are going to reset the shot clock. Did wonder about that. Official right away jumped on that, though. Said there was gain possession out of the Johnston Dragon team on the steal from Joshua Jenkins. It will be a steal, then a turnover, officially in the box score. 4:20 left as Waukee plays with a 7-point lead, 37-30. Jacobson from the elbow. Looks to the corner. Hansen's 3. Off the back rim, but Jacobson with another offensive rebound. Hansen this time, he's going to go to the rim and laid it in. Landon Hansen bringing the highlight play. Looking for the answer on the other end, rattling out no good from Jenkins. And then Jenkins gets a steal the other way. Cavill lost his footing for a moment, kept the dribble alive, stayed on his feet. Now he crosses over. Euro steps his way forward but can't get the range. A rebound secured by Landon Hansen as Roach sets the offense for Waukee. He goes to the rim and he finishes so quick off the bounce. 14 points for Max Roach. And we got a timeout. Waukee 41-30 lead over Johnston. 3:19 left in the third quarter. As we continue, this is High School Hoops on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
We don't want. As the seasons change, so should the colors in your garden and around your home. Nothing says fall like a splash of beautiful colors from the fall mums from Good Greenhouses. No one has a larger selection of gorgeous mums or better pricing, with sizes from small pots to large containers that are sure to make the neighbors jealous. For over 118 years, the Good family have grown and sold the best mums in Iowa in a rainbow of stunning fall colors. Come see for yourself, just north of Interstate 80 and only 8 minutes south of Ankeny.
Welcome back once again here to Waukee in the field house as the Warriors have built their lead back up to 11. Johnston had trimmed it to 7 just a moment ago. Another 4-0 run out of the Warriors, leading 41-30. Tino Day against pressure gets it out. Borgiolo will try the 3 and knock it home. Caleb with the triple, his 5th of the season. 41-33, Dragons still hanging around here. Cross court into White. White looks inside to Jacobson, and he traveled with it. He never had possession of the ball. That was a miss there on that one. The ball was deflected, and Kurt Kanaski, who is normally very agitated on the sidelines, definitely has a reason this time. There's a drive in. They flip it into the corner. Here's Dave for 3. Got it. How about that swing? 41-36. Ball tipped out. Last touch by White. And it's going to go back to Johnston. And Kurt Kanaski's going to use a timeout for his squad. Coach Kanaski not pleased down there. We'll take the timeout with them. 41-36, Dragons back in it. Back with the conclusion of the third quarter in a moment on 96.9 FM and CISN TV.
3, 2, action.
Wilson Toyota in Ames is unlike any other car dealership in Iowa. At Wilson Toyota, we give you a financially rewarding, time-saving, and stress-free car buying experience. Earning your confidence with a value-oriented customer experience is what thousands of customers have come to understand as the Wilson experience.
She's getting better at this, making me so proud.
Wilson Toyota,
home of the Wilson experience.
Stadiums, critical services. Graphite Construction Group. We build it better. So, Russ, what do you do in the off-season?
Mitch, we don't have an off-season.
41-36, Waukee with the lead over Johnston. Our Central Iowa game of the week. I'm Trent Condon. Thanks for being with us here this evening. Ball tip free, still loose, a lot of contact, and it's going to go the other way. Waukee's going to gain possession on the foul against the Dragons. That'll be the second team foul whistled against Johnston as they got Caleb Borgiolo. As Borgiolo gets his second foul. 5-point game, 41-36. Back cut, Jacobson, reverse layup, good. Great look inside by Pete Craig, but a better finish by Evan Jacobson. He's got 17. Johnston looking for a response. Inside, reverse layup, good. Good finish in there for Joshua Jenkins. 43-38, minute 40 left in the third. White with the tough catch amongst the trees. He goes up, rolls off, no, but the tip, yes, by Evan Jacobson. 19 for Jacobson. Waukee by 7, 45-38. Minute 22 left to go. Day drops to Jenkins in the corner, and he walked with it. Had a little extra hop over there in the corner before he got going, and the turnover gives it to Waukee with a minute 16 left in the third period. Cavill back in the game for the Dragons. 45-38. Roach sets the offense for Waukee. White. Now Hansen. Hansen looks to the post to Jacobson. He turns to face. Back to Roach. His three just off the mark and rebounded by Day. Tino quickly ahead. They'll try the deep three-pointer. That one back rimming no good. Borjolo offensive rebound. There's a three-pointer. This one from Jenkins gets it to go. Joshua Jenkins with the triple, as Jenkins has got 7 tonight. And the ball deflected and stolen away. 3-on-2. Day hesitates for a moment. Goes to Cavill on the left wing. He looks to drive, cut off. Good defense from Roach. Shot clock off, 10 seconds left in the third. Jay White, all kinds of contact, and there's a foul. That'll be the first foul whistled against Waukee in the third. Coach Kanaski again.
Warrior foul is on number 2, Jay White. That is his second.
Some choice words for this crew, as White is hit with the foul. 8 seconds to go. Day sets, drives, and another foul against Jay White. Reach it in. White pleading his case that he was leaning into him. We'll get a substitution for Waukee as they'll bring in Shad Dway.
Number 24.
Will come into the game. Want to keep White away from further foul trouble as he picked up another. He's got 3. Ball inbounded. Borjolo blocked out of there by Jacobson. The big swat at the horn as we play 3. Waukee 45, Johnston 41. The fourth quarter is next. Stay right there. We're back with more here in a moment.
Hi, I'm Harper Steve.
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Fourth quarter in Waukee, and it's a good one. Strap in for the final 8 minutes. Waukee 45, Johnston 41. And our Central Iowa game of the week. Trent Condon with you here this evening.
It'll be the Dragons.
The fourth-ranked Waukee Warriors in a tussle with the Johnston Dragons. Johnston begins with the basketball. Hand on the right wing for Cavill. Cavill screen and roll, bump, and they're going to get White again with the foul. as he's picked up 3 fouls in the last 30 seconds of game time. And right back to the bench. They will go. That'll be the 4th on Jay White as Kane Vandis will come back in.
Number 22, Kane Vandis in for the Warriors.
Johnston will inbound underneath their own rim. High pass, good catch there from Jenkins, all the way back to Day. Shot clock reset after the foul. First team foul of the 4th quarter, whistled against Waukee. Deep 3, Cavill, front rimming, no. Roach on the run out, 1-on-2, he can't get it to go. Stick back there by Landon Hansen. Hansen into double figures with 10. Waukee builds the lead to 6, 47-41. Cavill another 3, in, out, back in. Silences the crowd. Foot on the line though, just a 2 for Cavill, as he's able to talk that one in. He's got 15. And then a throwaway on the other end, Jacobson and Roach. Jacobson points at his chest, says, my bad. Didn't come quite far enough out to gain the pass. Another minute gone by in the 4th. Given away, nearly thrown away the other way by Johnston. Cavill hollering for the ball and shouting instruction to his squad as they work here in the 4th, down by 4. Cavill, deep 3-pointer, got it. Now that's 25 feet, no problem, behind the NBA 3-point line. Doesn't matter. And it's a 1-point game, 47-46. Cavill with 18. Look into the corner. Inside, and again it is Jacobson. Hansen with the assist. Good ball movement out of Waukee. 21 to lead all scores for Jacobson. Cavill the other way before the shot.
No basket.
He's fouled, wave it off. That'll be the 2nd team foul against Waukee. Another substitution getting ready to check in. It'll be Alvin Greer, a senior.
His 2nd. Number 30, Alvin Greer in for the Warriors.
Day takes the inbound as he's guarded by Hansen. Day to the right side, Berjolo. Return to Day. Day on the drive, cut off. Goes cross court for Cavill. Tough catch. Still has it. Driving through, the runner rolls off the rim, no good. A rebound, but a travel. It was a good, solid rebound by Hansen. He lost his feet, though, on his way back down. The Waukee side wanted a foul, but it's called a travel, and it'll go to Johnston, much to the chagrin of the Waukee students in attendance. 49-46, Waukee by 3. Johnston with the ball, Cavill. Between the rings, goes to the high post. Berjolo, he wants to work, lost his foot for a moment. Offensive foul. Had that left arm extended and the shove. Clearing out some space there will go against Caleb Berjolo. And the turnover gives it back to Waukee. 49-46, 5:28 to play. 3-quarter court pressure being shown now from the Dragons. Need to get it across, they do just in time. Jacobson bullies his way forward, flips it up. Wild shot, no good. Berjolo with the rebound. Ahead to Cavill. He looks to drive and a foul as he is bumped into by Waukee's Kane Vandis. 13 foul whistled against the Warriors here in the 4th, and the 3rd also whistled in the ball game against Kane Vandis. I wonder how long Jay White's going to be on the sidelines for Waukee. 4 fouls. 3 of them came in about a 30-second stretch between the 3rd and the 4th quarters. Tino Day hesitates, pulls up from the top of the key, no good. Offensive rebound, though, pulled out of there, and a steal by Landon Hansen. Hansen, he knows his way around a basketball floor. Good, skilled player. tenacious, works hard. Great performance out of him here tonight. 3-point lead for Waukee. They work with the basketball. Looking inside, nothing there. Now Jacobson, and he lost it. Tried to spin a little too quickly, lost it off his foot as the ball goes to Johnston with 4:34 left to play here in regulation. Waukee with a 3-point lead. The Warriors ranked number 4, 9-2 on the season. Hand off for Cavill. He'll try another deep three. Got it again. Wow. Nakari Cavill has been heating up throughout the course of this one. He's got 21 now. We are deadlocked, 49-49. Jacobson on the left wing. Works the tricky dribble. Goes to Craig. Back to Roach. Thought about the three, instead looks to drive. Goes to Hansen in the corner. He drives. Back to Roach. His drive cut off. Three-pointer from the corner, partially blocked. 2 on the shot clock, and Craig is right there with the bucket. Pete Craig, it's been a quiet one for him, and then ball deflected out. Some good defense, and stepping in front, Elvin Greer, who came in, provided some good moments. Gets the crowd going a little bit. Love to see that out of your senior coming in there and making some plays. 51-49, good defense out of Greer. Ball stays with the Dragons with 3:33 left. Waukee up by 2. And here's a steal and a run out. Craig with the flush. The lead is 4. Pete Craig coming alive here in the last few moments. Day pulls up, drops it, and the stuff in the face. On his head, they're saying. Jenkins with the flush. What a ball game we got here tonight, 53-51. Roach to White. White, tricky dribbles up front, ball tipped out of bounds by Jenkins. It'll stay with Waukee, and 2:54 left to go. Waukee with 3 timeouts remaining. Johnston with just 1 left. As Waukee will inbound, 2:54 showing on the 4th quarter clock. Jacobson hands to Roach against the double team. Lifts back, Jacobson gets it on the return. From the left wing, goes to Roach. He drives baseline, bump and a foul, as they're going to get Johnston's Darren Grandin with the bump. That'll be the second foul whistled against the Dragons.
Dragon foul is on number 15, Darren Grandin, his 3rd.
That's the 3rd whistled against Grandin here this evening. Waukee takes the inbound as Hansen goes into the post to Jacobson. Jacobson, who's got 21, goes to work. Turn around, Jay off the side iron, no good. Rebounded by Bergiolo. Cavill, he'll try another 3. This one well short. Roach with the rebound. Wants to push. Roach to the corner. White's 3-pointer. In and out, no good. Jenkins with the strong rebound for Johnston. Approaching the 2-minute mark of the 4th quarter. Waukee 53, Johnston 51. Dragons with the basketball. Cavill, screen and roll. Keeps the dribble alive. Another screen from Grandin. Flips to Day. From behind, a reach and a foul. They're going to get Hansen, I believe, on that one.
Waukee foul is on number 5, Landon Hansen.
It is on Hansen.
Team's 4th.
Second, and the next free throw will put, the next foul, will put Johnston at the free throw line, as they now have 4 whistled against their team. Down by 2, and the basketball, Jenkins for Grandin. Hands to Day. Day all the way through, reverse layup, left it short, and it's rebounded by Roach. So Waukee has the ball in a 2-point lead with 90 seconds left to play. Roach for Jacobson. Jacobson looking for a cutter, nothing there. Craig, but a reach and a foul. That'll be the third team foul now against Johnston here in the fourth.
15, Darren Brandon, his fourth.
Brandon picking up his fourth foul.
Number 3.
Shot clock does reset after that foul at 35. Jacobson into the paint, fades away from 14 feet away. Degree of difficulty high on that one. He gets 2 points out of it, and the lead doubles up to 4, 55-51. Bump and a foul, and Cavill will go to the line. A little bit out of control, helped out on that one as he'll step to the line.
Waukee foul is on number 4, Evan Jacobson, his first. Team foul number 5 sends the Dragons
So
to the
Cavill
line.
goes to the line.
Nikari
Opportunity
Cavill.
for him. Cut the deficit in half. First free throw finds the mark for Cavill on the year, 86.4% coming in. Missed 2 earlier as we get a timeout. Waukee 55, Johnston 52. One more free throw when we come back. With 1:01 to play, this is High School Hoops. We're back with more in a moment.
As the seasons change, so should the colors in your garden and around your home. Nothing says fall like a splash of beautiful colors from the fall mums from Good Greenhouses. No one has a larger selection of gorgeous mums or better pricing, with sizes from small pots to large containers that are sure to make the neighbors jealous. For over 118 years, the Good family have grown and sold the best mums in Iowa in a rainbow of stunning fall colors. Come see for yourself, just north of Interstate 80 and only 8 minutes south of Ankeny.
Trent kind of back with you as we play in the fourth quarter. 1:01 left to play. Waukee 55, Johnston 52. Waukee with 2 timeouts remaining, Johnston with 1. It'll be one more free throw for Nikari Cavill at the free throw line. Second throw off the front iron, no good. Rebounded by Waukee into the hands of Landon Hansen with another rebound. He'll bring it across the timeline. 25-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 3-point lead for Waukee. Ball deflected back, nearly stolen, but into the hands of Craig. Gets it to Jay White. White got the defender in the air. Look out, dangerous play. Hope everybody's okay. Upended as he got caught in the air was Johnston's Joshua Jenkins. He's a little bit slow getting up. That'll be the third against Jenkins, as Jay White will go to the line. White at the free throw line for the Waukee Warriors, trying to make it a 2-possession ball game. He does with the first. 56-52 Waukee, 39.6 left to play. Second free throw from White is good. 2 out of 2 from Jay White. The senior, calm, cool, and collected at the free throw line as Waukee's lead is at 5. Cavill a deep 3. That missed nearly everything, hit off the backboard, but an offensive rebound by Borgiolo. He goes to Day. Day into the paint. Back for Cavill. Cavill spins into the paint, goes up, had it blocked out by Jacobson. It'll stay with Johnston, but down to just 18.9 seconds left. Officials are going to come together, have a conversation, talk things over. And we will check to see exactly what that is. And Johnston's going to use their final timeout. Interesting decision there. Obviously need a bucket, a stop, and get the ball back. You think if you do get a score here, you'd want to hold on to that final timeout. Not going to be the case, as we'll keep it right here. 57-52 is the score. Waukee with the lead over Johnston. Limited time, 19.4 seconds left, as they did change the game clock. 19.4 left to go. A 5-point game. Waukee 57, Johnston 52. Out of the timeout. Johnston will have it underneath their own rim. As they will set. Borgiolo inbounds. Cavill got a good look at it and got it to go. 15 seconds left. Waukee is going to have to inbound. And they're going to use a timeout. The clock is still running. There was about 8.9 seconds maybe, I think is what I saw when I heard the whistle when I was looking up. They're going to have to talk it over. Waukee used a timeout. They were waiting for as much time as possible to come off. Now the officials are going to talk things over. Make sure that they have the clock situation settled. It's a 2-point game. Waukee 57, Johnston 55. 30-second timeout again right here. We're not going to go anywhere for you. As Waukee used the timeout, you saw Evan Jacobson. He was looking at that official, counting the times that he was counting before getting the timeout granted. Didn't want to get too close for comfort. 57-55. That did allow, though, a few seconds to come off the clock. 8.4 is what they put back on the clock. So 8.4 seconds remain. Waukee does have one more timeout left. Next foul will put Waukee in the bonus. As Craig inbounds into the corner, ball bobbled for a moment. White gets it back and is fouled by Borgiolo. Whew. Dangerous there for a moment, it looked like. But White was able to secure the ball in the corner. That's another part. Even though it was in the corner, Johnson had to give up that foul pretty quickly. So Jay White just hit a couple of big free throws a moment ago. He'll try to do the same here and make it a two-possession game, 57-55. White at the line, the 75% foul shooter, hits the first. He's got one more coming his way, fakes a couple of hand slaps to his teammates that aren't there as they're out of the paint. 58-55, here's a big one. With 6.3 seconds to go, White perfect. 59-55, Cavill takes the inbound, chucks forward, blocked out of there by Craig. Stickback is there, but out of time. Waukee survives. 59-57 over the Johnston Dragons. Great ball game here tonight. An impressive performance on both sides, but the Warriors get the win. We'll come back here in a moment, hand out our Graphite Construction Group Hard Hat Player of the Game. 59-57 the final. We're back in a moment with more high school hoops in the postgame show on 96.9 FM and video streaming on CISN TV.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Crew, big thank you to everybody with us here this evening as we're able to bring you fun night of basketball in Game 1. Number 1 Johnston charged past Waukee and got the win. Waukee boys then came back, got the split of the doubleheader, and a hard-earned 59-57 win over Johnston. As mentioned, with the return of Tino Day, this is going to be an incredibly dangerous Johnston team, and one, though they sit now on the season at 4-6, nobody wants to see them on the other side of their sub-state come late February and into March. Before we get out of here, let's hand out our Graphite Construction Group Hard Hat Player of the Game. And this one, a lot of directions to go. It really was a team effort out of Waukee. Landed, though, on Evan Jacobson. Really, his big run at the second quarter when what turned out to be through the second and third quarter a 19-0 run. A big difference in this one, and Jacobson was a huge part of that. Hit a couple of three-pointers, finishes with 21 points, 9 rebounds, and the win for Waukee. Evan Jacobson, our Graphite Construction Group Hard Hat Player of the Game. That'll do it for coverage here this evening. More coverage coming our way on CISN on Friday night with more high school hoops. I'll also be out and about on Friday evening with more right here in our games of the week. Final score for the final time tonight. Waukee a winner over Johnston, 59-57. That'll do it for coverage tonight. On the radio side, we send it back to regular programming already in progress. Thanks for joining us here this evening. Good night, everyone.
90